Hey, have you ever been engaged in a conversation when you're kind of stumped for a word? I got advice for you now from your wiser advisor. What you say in that situation is, I can't think of that word in English. That way it kind of looks like you're bilingual instead of just an idiot. Now, we got news and views with attitude here. Do you remember AIF? What's that? ALF, A-I-L-F? You know, ALF. It was a TV show, a little alien guy from outer space. And his thing was he ate cats, and the house that he resided at had a cat named Lucky, and he was always chasing Lucky. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And now there's this funny caption with him because of what Trump did or said. Trump said they're eating cats. And so ALF, he's on his way. That's quite funny. Now, I was behind this rig here recently on the I-10 in Nevada. And it's kind of cute. It says, we're leaving California now, and all you crazy people have done crazy things with our money, and we're going to go somewhere else. And I just hope that when they get to that somewhere else, kind of look like they're going to Las Vegas, in that area at least, I hope they don't vote like they did in California, because so many of these people, it's their fault. They did it. They voted for the left, the Democrats. The Democrats have screwed it up. And now the people are leaving because they didn't expect to get what they got. So you all better kind of vote Republican from now on, don't you know? Now, let's talk about Afghanistan, the Taliban. I read this recently, and I've talked of this before, but I didn't get the full depth of it until I kind of read this. And I spoke to a woman just the other day who was from there. She left about the same time as the troops did. Troops were primarily from the United States, but they were also from other countries that left the same time, and including Canada. Really, and as soon as you guys all left, the Taliban came in with all new laws, and they came out with a document. It's 140 some odd pages, 114 actually, sorry about that, and it tells people how to live. It doesn't just suggest it, it's a law. If you don't do it, you got big troubles. You'll get hung, you'll get shot. I don't know the punishment, but it's severe, apparently, and it's not very nice. So, but life as a woman in particular, even though their new document covers everybody pretty much, women are really getting this tough. I mean, it's hard on them. I mean, it's all about vice and virtue. I mean, really? Let me give you some information here. Article 13 concerns women primarily and lays out how a woman should clothe and conduct herself in public. It's mandatory for women to cover their entire body, including their face and their hands. You can't have any skin showing, because if you do, that's temptation. Really? I see a little skin and I'm tempted. That's what they're doing. This law business they're doing. And women are forbidden from singing. They can't recite or read aloud in public. It's unclear as to whether or not speaking is banned with a woman. And a woman cannot look at men that they're not related to. And women are banned from attending school after the 6th grade. And drivers do not transport a woman. Like if a woman wants to take a taxi cab, it's against the law. You can't get in a cab without a male guardian. And that guardian, of course, has to be a relative. Passengers and drivers must perform prayers at designated times. And I'm rolling over to men now. There's a ban on men from shaving. They have to have a beard. You can't shave your beard. And there's also a ban of music. There's a whole bunch of other bans, but there's 114 pages of bans. I don't have time to go through all that. The ban should be the Taliban. They should be banned. By good bloody grief. That's all I got. Now, let's talk about the Democrats and Trump. They just can't stand Trump. They have a stroke, I think, daily. They can't handle it. They say, let's get rid of Trump. But what they're really saying is, let's get rid of all the people, because Trump is just in the way. I mean, the Democrats are after you. They're after the people, because that's their makeup. They're commies through and through, and pinkles, and there's all kinds of words here to describe what they are, and so on, right? So here's a guy. He was the senior advisor on Obama's campaign. He was actually the manager. And he now says this, and he's on Harris's team now, but he says this: Trump must be destroyed thoroughly. His kind. That's a racist kind of sounding thing. His kind must not rise again. And he's a top official. I mean, we have gunmen targeting Trump, and the latest assassination attempt was bad. And that fella, he's been a lifetime donor to the Democrat Party. So is there a conspiracy here? Are the Democrats trying to kill Trump? I mean, they've tried to bankrupt him. They've tried to, slander him. They do all these things. What's left? I mean, boomity boom. I mean, 2 attempts on his life. And the way these guys talk, they're part of it. They don't say nice things. They're encouraging people to do this. Bad, bad. Whatever happened to manners and stuff? You don't have to like somebody, but at least have some respect, right? There's no respect from the left side. I mean, they're a bunch of wackos. I got no respect for them either. Hey, you all come back. See ya.